Hey everyone, my name is Robert. I'm a solutions consultant here at Medallia, and we're going to look at how generative AI makes data analysis accessible and empowering for everyone on your team. Now, I'm sure plenty of you hear that and think, I don't really want to be a data analyst, and I don't blame you. But I bet we can all agree that analyzing data should be easy, and it should be accessible to anyone on your team. And now it is, because with Medallia's themes with generative AI, it removes all the complexity of data analysis by showing you specific trends and spotlighting precisely where to focus. So as I walk you through it, you'll see how AI points out emerging trends and how those trends are impacting customer profiles. Better yet, themes will use this insight to show you where to focus and how to improve. I'm going to show you two different ways to approach data analysis with themes. First, we'll look at how themes can help hone in our focus, and then we'll flip the script and look at the unstructured data, showing how easy it is for team members to use data analysis to find clear action items. Let's get into it. To start off, I'm logging in as Taylor, a regional manager at Diamond Co Bank. Taylor's overview dashboard is a snapshot of the overall branch experience in their region. With improvements to customer satisfaction and trust as her daily North Stars, this overview is the perfect place to pull experience, operational, and financial data together in a way that spotlights where to act. At a glance, Taylor can see that her region's not doing great. NPS is down, branch satisfaction is down, escalated alerts are up, and new accounts opened are way down. Her region has also seen a rapid decline in overall satisfaction, and they're almost last place nationally for their NPS. With decline on the mind, Taylor's next stop is to dig into text analytics to see what's rising to the top from unstructured data. Medallia's default topic sets are usually so spot on that Taylor rarely needs to create custom ones, but when she does, they're often built off emerging themes. Themes are different from topics because they're 100% generated by Medallia AI, which includes sentiment models, categorization, or generative AI. Themes aren't just words that customers use in their conversations with the brand, but descriptive aspects of customer and employee experiences. Okay, so Diamond Co has been closing a lot of branches lately, and Taylor's been working with branch managers to adjust the hours of the remaining branches to make up for an influx of customers. So when she sees wait times showing up as the most dominant in both topics and themes, it's a little disappointing, but not surprising given the scale of closures. But this other theme, bank efficiency and customer satisfaction, stands out. It's a different angle on the same problem, and seeing how it's had a drastic increase in customer statements, Taylor knows it's definitely worth investigating. To understand a bit more about what's happening, Taylor clicks into the theme and opens a theme deep dive. While the theme summary generates, Taylor spots that the impact score of this theme was neutral last month, so the fact that it's pulling down their key metric by 5 points now is alarming. There's gotta be more to this than just long wait times. Reading through the theme summary, Taylor sees the unsurprising customer perceptions of long wait times and insufficient staff, which often go hand in hand. But she's surprised to see that cleanliness is called out in this context, and ATM issues are also brought up. This summary is exactly what Taylor needs to get up to speed on the issue. It's like if one of her own team members wrote up an analysis and recommendations, except this was done in just a few seconds. It's such an easy way to get to the root cause of issues and figure out what needs attention. With the basics covered, Taylor moves on to figure out how impactful the issue is. This segment ranker points out that Gen X and Millennials are extremely critical. These two generations make up the majority of their customer base at Diamond Co, so this is an ASAP type of problem. Now it's time to see where the summary got its info from. Seeing as how cleanliness is kind of out of place here in the midst of a theme around efficiency, Taylor can't help but dig in there to see what's being said. And now she's really in it. Taylor's getting a view of actual comments that talk about both the efficiency theme and the cleanliness theme. And check this out, it's not just strings of data being pulled together. Medallia is all about action, so this feedback is already organized by the most actionable and even highlights the suggested actions. So there's no doubt about it, the issue that customers are upset is not exclusively wait times, but the conditions that they're having to wait in. Now, this is absolutely something Taylor can act upon. She can work with branch managers to ensure general tidiness, while also looking at increasing custodial services in line with the higher foot traffic. While these quick actions won't eliminate all complaints about wait times, they'll certainly minimize customers disproportionately complaining about long waits because of their surroundings, which will help buffer the impact on those displaced customers. Identifying what's causing her territory's poor scores would have traditionally have required Taylor to look into topics, themes, and manually read through a huge list of feedback to truly get an understanding of what's going on. Talk about time consuming. But with Medallia's themes with Gen AI, it's easier than ever to get to the root cause and do something about it. Now let's take a look at a different angle of Taylor's story, starting when she has some time set aside to dig into the region's unstructured data to get a pulse on what customers are talking about. Taylor can dive straight into text analytics reporting, since it's the best way to analyze unstructured data across all data sources. Whether a customer answered a survey, called in for support, emailed their account manager, or had any other interaction related to a Diamond Co branch in Taylor's territory, Medallia's text analytics processes those into this reporting. As she browses through the list of topics and the impact they're having on customer metrics, Taylor immediately sees that branch experience is in trouble. And in a click, Taylor pulls up an on-demand summary to see what's going on. And it's not surprising at this point to see that wait times are long and frustrating. It's looking like despite their best efforts forecasting and planning, the recent branch closures drove more customers than expected to the remaining branches. This summary points out some appreciation for staff, which is a nice silver lining, but what stands out to Taylor the most is the mention of health and safety concerns and cleanliness. That's not the typical feedback Taylor's used to seeing about wait times. The usual next step would lead Taylor to a deep dive into topics, identify associated themes, and review some verbatims to truly get an understanding of what is going on. But think about how much time that adds up to. Medallia's themes with Gen AI cuts out all of that busy work and gets Taylor to the root cause in record time. Using the co-occurrence model to look for the general wait times topic, along with all potential themes, Taylor sees that when customers are talking about wait times, there are many themes around long waits, efficiency, staffing, and general dissatisfaction. With the long wait times unsurprisingly having the most negative feedback, Taylor clicks in to see some direct feedback about it. And look at this, Taylor spots another big theme around cleanliness, so she opens their on-demand summary to get a quick read on it. Taylor can tell exactly what's going on. While she did consider the impact of some branch closures and thought she'd planned accordingly, she's clearly missed the mark. With customers waiting around longer, they have more time to look around and criticize. Teller staff may be slacking in tidying up if they're too busy, and custodial staff may also be lacking. Expectations need to be reset and adjustments need to be made to ensure the standards are maintained by all, especially when there's more foot traffic. Time for Taylor to see what customers are saying in their own words. Thanks to another clever use of Medallia's text analytics, Taylor has all of these customer responses sorted by most actionable, even highlighting the suggested actions. Looking at the top comments, she sees suggestions around better communication, appointment scheduling, and digital wait lines, more attention to cleanliness, and there's also a mention of self-service capabilities, which are thankfully being worked on. Between the themes above and the first few comments here, it's clear that the situation is not about a general complaint of long waits, but it's the condition of these branches that's making people want to spend as little time there as possible, and every waiting minute feels exponentially longer. As you know, data analysis can get real detailed, real fast, but spending time digging into the numbers doesn't make any change. So when you need real change and real business results, Themes with Generative AI has your back, helping you uncover precisely what's going on and, more importantly, what to do about it. So, thanks for joining me. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you next time.